the Duke of Buccleuch, also pronounced Duke of Blacklight, which is a title in the Peerage of Scotland, created twice on 20th April 1663. First for James Scott, first Duke of Monmouth and second soldier in her own right for his wife Anne Scott, the Countess of Buccleuch. Monmouth, the eldest illegitimate son, was attainted after rebelling against his uncle, King James II and VII. But his wife's title was unaffected, and it was passed to its generation, which have successfully borne the name Scott. Then when he was about to open up an undeveloped land near Njoro in Rift Valley, she had already adopted to the outsettler's life. And at 18, she was put in charge of a farm called De Lorraine. 45 years later, she sold its 5,000 acres, 1,700 heads of cows, paddles, dams, and also fen-ins. It was run successfully by trained Africans and workers. Pamela didn't marry. She stayed on in her compound until illness forced her into a nursing home. Her books, capably edited by that old Philip Hand, which portrays the modesty and honor of a white settler's life in one of the Africa's most beautiful and innovative spots. In it, she describes the hardship of pioneer farming and the inevitable changes brought out by modern technology, native education, and also political independence. As a hardworking woman busy with her animals, she used to feel awed at smart parties and also dances where people greeted her with, "How are your cows?" I felt as if I had dung on my hair, she used to tell her friends. She preferred Maasai dances with their vigorous leaping and stamping under the stars. She loved to ride. At least she had like 50 falls. And hunted redback with the folk sounds brought from England. From England, yeah. In 1962, where so many settlers were afraid of the black rule, were leaving Kenya. But guess what? Pamela Scott expanded her land holding by purchasing the farm next door. After independence, which came the following year, she was one of the first Europeans to have citizenship of the new country. She actually preferred the African regime and the regime to colonial society. Her work on agricultural committees continued, and she became the board of governors of Egerton Agricultural College. And she actually helped to raise funds for a secondary school. In 1979, she sold her farm to the Rift Valley College of Science and Technology. Although she stayed on in the house and rented back some 60 acres for cattle. Perhaps her best epitaph was spoken by Daniel Arap Moi, the president of Kenya, that this one looks white, but at her heart she was black. Pamela memorized that a nice place to live, offering many insights on life in Kenya and on her own admirable character. I remember her as a strikingly beautiful young woman, said one of her male contemporaries. But it was not advisable to take liberties. Pamela Scott never got married. Today, we are going to represent this dance for this incredible woman, whom not only love nature and people, but education, and to whom we also get our lovely school name, Pamela Scott. Thank you.